Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's virtual college fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening. So please make sure to sign up for any additional sessions either later this evening or in the following days. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you initially submitted your registration. Through the course of this program, you'll be introduced to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Grand Canyon University, Northern Arizona University, University of Arizona, and Arizona State University. To kick us off, pleased to introduce Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Thank you, Owen. I'm super excited to be here tonight along with all the other Arizona schools. My name is Krista. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at the Embry-Riddle Prescott campus. I think the best way to show you guys what Embry-Riddle has to offer is to start off with a video, because I think I could show you better than I can tell you kind of the opportunities that Embry-Riddle has.
Go. Prop. Go. GNC. Go. Max. Go. Eagle. Go. Ecom. Go. FAO. Go. ACO. Go.
So one of my favorite videos to show, I was a student at the university and that video still gets me excited when I watch it. And to piggyback off of that video, these are just some of the points that I want to drive home with you guys since we don't have a lot of time to present today. Everything that you saw in that video, the projects, rockets being blown up, students in high-tech labs, all of those are opportunities that are specific to the undergraduate category at our institution. We don't offer very many graduate level degree programs, so 90% of our students here on campus are studying for their undergraduate, meaning that the high-tech and advanced labs that we have here on campus are specific to our undergraduates. And since we are a degree-specific university that doesn't focus on general education courses, that means that you are in those labs from your first semester in labs specific to your degree program. It is because of this hands-on learning experience that we value that we are a leader in both aerospace and aviation. We are #1 in aerospace engineering in the nation, and our aviation program is not far behind. We typically battle with our sister school in Florida for that top position, but it still is up there. We also have the first and only College of Security and Intelligence in the nation, training students to be in any of those 3-letter agencies: CIA, FBI, NSA, anything that you can think of is a possibility here at the university. We also have the first and only space physics program in the nation. All of our degree programs here at Embry-Riddle are accredited, with our engineering and technology degree programs being ABET accredited, which is the highest accreditation that those degree programs can have, and definitely something that you want to look for when you are trying to pick your degree program. We also are in the top 1% of schools in the nation for return on investment. So that means that the money that you are putting into your education, you are seeing back in your careers. We are also the top ranked institution in Arizona and Florida for the highest level of education, quality of education, and as well as affordability. So just to keep it Prescott specific, Prescott is located in central Arizona. It's about a mile high and we have a high desert climate. We have about 3,000 students here on campus, which makes it really easy for us to make sure that your class sizes stay small. And I mean that when I say it. We don't have any classrooms here on campus that can hold more than 60 students, and we only have 2 of those. So when it says that the average class size is 24 students, it really means it. We also have 200 plus clubs and organizations on campus, some academic focused as well as special interests. So there's a little bit for everyone. We have 10 intercollegiate sports, and we also host the Army and the Air Force ROTC. All of that hands-on experience translate into you guys obtaining jobs when you graduate. We have a 94% of our graduating students getting a job within their degree field by the time they graduate or within 6 months. The national average for that is about 36%. So we are about 3 times the national average at getting our students placed in their career field related jobs. A lot of that has to do with the career fairs that we host in the fall and in the spring, as well as the alumni we have out there in the workforce. So if you did want to apply, our application is currently open. All that we require is the online application as well as your unofficial transcripts completing your junior year. I went ahead and included an application waiver code, so it'll save you that $50 for listening to me talk for 6 minutes. If you want more information, the email at the top, prescott@erau.edu, you can always reach out to, and we can get you some more information. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you. Up next, we're pleased to present Grand Canyon University.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here real quick. My name's Michaela Trinan, and I'm a university admissions counselor here at Grand Canyon University. To start off, I just want to let you know, periodically throughout my presentation, I have these little scan me codes. That way we can get connected after this presentation, and I'll send you a direct link to my contact info. So right off the bat, I'd love to share about us. So we are a private Christian interdenominational school located in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. We were founded in 1949 and have over 20,000 ground students. Our tuition has not raised in the last 12 years, so that's kind of a peace of mind for you. Our average student does graduate in less than 3.25 years, so that definitely leads to low student debt. We have amazing scholarship opportunities, which I'll talk about a little bit more. And we have personalized service for you so that every step of the way you can be successful here at GCU. Next here is our dorm life. You don't have to live on campus, but it's highly recommended because our facilities are very nice and fairly new. On the left there is our apartment style living. You can have a full kitchen setup here with a regular sized fridge, stove, microwave, and cabinet space there for you. And you get your own bedroom. And then on that right hand side is going to be the layout for our 2 other options, double and triple occupancy. You share a room with 1 or 2 other people, share a bathroom with your intermediate roommates, and you have a shared common room. Next up here is the community at GCU. So at GCU, there's so many wonderful ways for you to get involved. We have over 100 different clubs and activities that you can get involved in here at GCU. Some of the content areas you could really focus on can have to do with the career you're wanting to pursue, our honor societies. There's also opportunity for missions trips and maybe performance-based opportunities. So tons of ways and different areas that you can get involved in. We also have a wonderful and highly ranked speech and debate team, digital film club, and so much more. Athletics at GCU are definitely important to us. We have 21 different Division I sports opportunities. We also have club sports opportunities that still compete at a very high competitive level and travel. But we also do have intramurals for those students who maybe don't want to play at such a competitive level but still want to be involved. Next here is the different colleges that we offer. So at GCU, we definitely want to make sure that you're getting a great education. And so we have over 200 different academic programs for you across our 9 different colleges. And here at GCU, some of our top interests include nursing, pre-med, engineering, psychology, and athletic training. We have one of the top nursing programs in Arizona, so that's definitely a really popular major for us. And our colleges grow every year, so there's no impaction here and no guessing about what classes you're going to need to take. Next, I'd like to pause just for a second so you can look at some of the scholarships you're eligible for as soon as a freshman year. There's my Scan Me code again too, in case you have any questions about this table. When going to GCU, our scholarships for almost all our programs will annually reoccur. So that's scholarship money that follows you throughout the time at GCU. And there's additional opportunities depending on content areas that you're interested in. Say you like to play, maybe you're a gamer, we have an esports team, or you want to be part of the Honors College, there's scholarships eligible there. So tons of ways for you to take a little money off of your tuition there. Next up is GCU's Discover Trip. So GCU does offer an all expense paid trip to come see campus at GCU. Here you will have your flights paid for you. You can also get a meal with us on campus. You're able to see campus and kind of get that really inside scoop about GCU. So let's talk about some of our next steps here. At GCU, you can first just apply for free at gcu.edu/apply now, or you can use my Scan Me code and we can walk through that together. The benefit to this is just that it's free, takes about 10 to 15 minutes to fill out our application, so pretty easy for us. And then after that, we'll work on getting your transcripts on file and we can see what scholarships you're eligible for. Then we'll move forward from there, and if GCU is a really great fit and you think you really like it, we'll schedule you out on a Discover trip. And currently too, we have virtual options as well, if you'd prefer to maybe see campus from your own home. And lastly, we'll work towards locking in those scholarships based off of your transcripts and talking about some other scholarship opportunities you might have. And here is my contact information. One last time, my name is Michaela Trinan, and I just want to thank you all for being here today. Feel free to send us some questions in that Q&A.
Great, thank you very much. Our next presenter is from Northern Arizona University. And we'll begin in just a moment. Susan, are you available? Apologies for the delay, everyone. We will shift the schedule a little bit. If it's okay with Chloe, we'll move on to the University of Arizona and then certainly get back to previous university in just a moment. So, University of Arizona, thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome, everybody. My name is Chloe Davis. I'm one of the Northern California regional representatives from the University of Arizona. So I'll just briefly give you some information about all things U of A. So the University of Arizona was founded in 1885, which was before Arizona even became a state. So we are a university with a lot of school spirit. We're really proud of where we've come from. We've grown pretty considerably since 1885 in just about every way. Our campus now sits on just about 1 square mile in Tucson, Arizona. On this square mile, you really do get kind of a condensed college town feel. Everything that you need sits on our campus, whether it's dorms, Greek life, lecture halls, even things like a movie theater, post office, and bank. If I were to describe the University of Arizona in one word, I would say variety. We want every single one of our 45,000 students to be able to customize their path and really carve their own 4 years throughout campus. As I mentioned, we do have 45,000 students. We represent all 50 states and over 120 different countries on campus. So you'll get to meet a lot of really spectacular people just based on who's around you. Also, while we are a little bit over half Arizona resident, our second largest population is our California students. So we have nearly 6,000 students from California on campus. And while we do have that big campus feel, we do a couple of things to make sure that campus feels a little bit more like your community, your home away from home, and to make sure that you as a student get the individual attention that you need. The first is that our average class size is just about 30 students, so not too much larger than your average high school class size. And on top of that, our student to faculty ratio is 15:1. So they are very accessible when it comes to sending them an email or dropping in by their office hours to make sure that you're prepared for your next exam, project, or homework assignment. We have over 250 degree programs. So again, with that variety keyword, whatever you are looking for academically, it's pretty likely that we have it. Our top 5 most popular majors are engineering, nursing, business, the fine arts, and architecture. But we also have a College of Agriculture, nursing. We have a law school, a medical school, and a vet school on campus. So again, something for everyone. You can also double major, add a minor, come in undecided, whatever you're looking for, we can absolutely provide it. And because you're here for 4 years, we want to make sure you're making some amazing memories along the way. So we have over 600 clubs and student organizations, things like Greek life, intramural sports, our Division I athletics, even things like student government, religious groups. Again, we really do want Tucson to feel like so much more than just a place you come to study, but really your home away from home on campus. Getting involved is a really great way to find your like-minded people and hopefully the friends you'll keep for the rest of your life. Also, some other highlights about the University of Arizona from an extracurricular standpoint. We're an R1 research institution, so our faculty are continuously publishing really great, groundbreaking research. Also, when the time comes, we have study abroad programs in over 60 different countries and a career center to help you network professionally and make sure that you are ready to use the U of A as a stepping stone for whatever comes after graduation. One thing that's a little bit unique to us is that freshmen are not required to live on campus their first year. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to move into an apartment, a house with friends. Some people even have relatives that live in Tucson and they commute back and forth. But we have 23 dorms that you can choose from. You might select something like our Honors Village, the newest and largest residence hall we've got on campus. It houses nearly 1,000 students. We also have some that house 150. You might say, I'm studying management. Put me in the closest residence hall to the Eller College so I can wake up 10 minutes before class and go straight into my lecture hall. So I always encourage students to look at our housing website. There are pictures and videos of every single dorm that we have so you can start to picture what your day-to-day life is going to be like as a student. And while most of your time will be spent on campus, going to class, football games, things like that, within a 10-minute walk, you are in downtown Tucson, Arizona's second largest city. So I love that you get that college town feel, but you also have the ability to explore downtown, go on some hikes. Mount Lemon's one of the only places in Tucson where it snows. But other than that, we've got the average high temperature of 83 degrees and 350 days of sunshine. So it's a really great place to spend 4 years. One thing Tucson is most well known for is the food. We have the nation's 23 best miles of authentic Mexican cuisine in Tucson, so lots of great eating to be had. So if you've liked everything I've said and you're interested in applying or learning more, our application for fall of 2021 is open now. We are available on the Common application, the Coalition application, and we have our own application on our website. You can select whichever one works best for you. Here's what you'll need as far as coursework, pretty similar to your A through G requirements. One thing, we are totally test optional for admissions, merit-based scholarships, and our more selective programs like engineering, nursing, and the Honors College. We also do not require letters of recommendation or an essay. We have an optional personal statement that you are welcome to fill out just for us to get to know a little bit more about you. And here's that scholarship chart. Again, it is totally based on your GPA, and we do not have a test score requirement. If you'd like to learn more about us, we have a virtual tour on our website. You can see campus from the comfort of your own home. We also have a virtual events calendar where you can learn about our academic colleges like nursing or the College of Medicine. We also have Ask a Wildcat Q&As that are led by current students. And lastly, here's my contact information. Again, I'm your recruiter for the University of Arizona, so feel free to reach out. I am always available to make sure that you don't have any unanswered questions. But thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Great. And
Great.
Owen, I'm back on. I'm sorry, my computer froze, but I'm ready
Sure,
if you're
no
ready.
problem at all. Perfect. We have
Okay.
2 institutions remaining, so just a reminder to our students to use that Q&A widget to ask questions of specific representatives or in general that you'd like to hear from several institutions. And now I'm pleased to present Northern Arizona University.
Great, thanks so much. Hi, everyone. My name's Susan Maxwell, and I'm with Northern Arizona University. So NAU is located in Flagstaff, which is Arizona's coolest city. We're at a high elevation of 7,000 feet. So our temperatures are different than other cities in Arizona. We've actually never hit 100 degrees before. And we have 4 distinct seasons. So there's snow, there's rain, and there's plenty of sunshine. We're also close to the stars, so we're a great place for stargazing or studying astronomy. We're also a great college town, so you can walk to shops and restaurants, and there's lots of activity close to campus. Plus, if you're into the outdoors, really anything you can think of that you can do outdoors, you can do in Flagstaff. So we have a lot of students who are passionate about the outdoors, nature, and the environment. So NAU has about 20,000 students and about 30,000 students overall when you count our online, graduate, and statewide campuses. But your home would most likely be in Flagstaff. So about 60% of our students are from Arizona, and the other 40% are from out of state. We do have a long history. We were founded in 1899, and we have a pretty big campus that's over 800 acres. So really lots of great spaces to hang out, study, and learn and live in Flagstaff. So living on campus is not required, but close to 90% of our first year students choose to live on campus. So it's a great way to be close to your classes and what's happening. So you would apply after you were admitted, and we do pair students for their first year based on their major. And we also have options for transfer students. NAU has a lot of traditions. Here's a picture of one of them. This is what we call the running of the freshmen. So freshmen have the opportunity to run across the football field at our first home football game. So you can see lots of smiling and happy faces there. We also have a homecoming carnival and other ways to keep students entertained and active. So there's over 400 clubs and organizations. We have Division I sports, also clubs and intramurals, along with the Greek life. Plus, we bring movies and concerts and comedians to campus. We've had people like Adam Sandler, Daniel Tosh, Jason Mraz, and Philip Phillips, to name a few. So there's lots to do on campus. We are the Lumberjacks. We have 15 Division I teams. So attending sporting events is free with your Jacks card. So it's your student ID card. And some of our recent championships are on the screen there. So our men's cross country team, they are a real force to be reckoned with. They've been national champs for several years. And our women's swimming and diving teams are also very successful. Most of our sports are in the Big Sky Conference, but our water sports are in the Western Athletic Conference. And again, we do have sport clubs and intramurals. So let's talk about academics for a moment. Our average class size is about 35 students, and the student to faculty ratio is 19:1. So we have close to 100 undergraduate degree programs and several master's and doctoral programs. Some of our popular programs include astronomy, biology, engineering, forestry, nursing, and hotel and restaurant management. There's numerous research opportunities. One of our professors recently got a grant from NASA to study the main asteroid belt and learn more about asteroids. Another group is doing research on tooth decay in minority children populations. And another group of students and professors are learning more about native Hawaiian birds. We also have an honors college with about 1,500 students. So this is a smaller, more personalized experience, maybe something similar to what a liberal arts college offers. So there's specialized classes just for honors students and also several outdoor and social experiences as well. Plus we have a new residential community. So the website is there if you want to learn more about that. And again, students do have to apply for the honors college. We have a graduate college and several accelerated programs, so everything from athletic training to criminology, engineering, psychology, and more. Students can earn a bachelor's and a master's in as few as 5 years. So you would work with your advisor to learn more about this. You don't have to decide right away, but seriously start thinking about it in your sophomore year in college. Very committed to student success, so we have several tutoring and mentoring programs, math lab, writing lab, and PeerJacks is our mentoring program for out-of-state students. Also, we want to prepare students for their future, so we have a great career development office. So let's talk about first-year admissions. It's pretty straightforward. We don't require an essay or a letter of rec or any activities. We're really focusing the admission decision on these 16 core classes. We are test score optional, and our fee waiver code for fall 2021 is #NAU21. And it is okay to be missing a requirement, but you can't be missing a math and a science class, or be missing 2 classes from the same area. Cost of attendance, we are a WUBI school, so tuition is a little under $16,000. And if you're coming from one of those yellow highlighted states like California is, you automatically qualify for the WUBI rate. We also have some WUBI scholarships. So the gold is $6,000 a year and the blue is $5,000 per year. We recommend that you apply for financial aid. So October 1st is when it opens. And then if you can get that to us by November 15th, that would be great. We have some upcoming virtual events, so you can check those out. And we're also all over social media. So thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. And we'll move on to the next presenter.
Great, thank you so much. We have our final presenter and then we'll head into Q&A. So just as a reminder, continue to use that Q&A widget and submit any questions that you're hoping to have answered in general by several institutions or specific ones as well. Now I'm pleased to present Arizona State University.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all for sticking to the end. I appreciate it. My name is Jen Pelton. I am a Northern California regionally based recruiter for Arizona State based in the San Francisco area. I'm also an alumni of ASU. I've earned both my undergraduate and my graduate degree at ASU Tempe campus, and I have worked for them ever since. So if that's not a testament of my love for the school, I'm not quite sure what is. Arizona State has a great central location in the Phoenix area, which is currently the 5th largest city. I would say it has about 10 perfect months of weather, but lots of activities as far as hiking, biking. We have spring training in March, Broadway shows at our theater on campus, Gamage, a ton of restaurants, and just a lot to keep you busy when you're not in class. We are actually one university spread across 4 separate campuses in the Valley. So here you'll see a picture of our 4 separate campuses. They all have their own unique feeling in different sizes. So we have our 2 small suburban campuses at the Phoenix or the Polytechnic campus and the West campus. And then we have 1 medium-sized campus in downtown Phoenix, which is our city school. And in addition to that, we have our extra large campus at Tempe, which is in the pretty quintessential college town, I would say, and is by far our largest of the campuses. So when you combine these 4 campuses, we are the largest public university based off of enrollment in not only Arizona, but in the country. But it's again, not by any one campus, it's just in combination of those 4. They're all self-sustaining, which means students live and take all their classes at the campus their major is housed at. They all have residence halls, dining halls, fitness centers, etc. So students have the choice to travel between campuses if they want to, or just stay at one campus, so no moving around. You are guaranteed to graduate in 4 years from one campus, but some students do choose to have a multi-campus experience, and that's totally up to you. If you do choose to have a multi-campus experience, we do have campus shuttles that run quite frequently during the school year, especially Mondays through Fridays, about every 10 or so minutes. The buses are air conditioned and they do have Wi-Fi. So if that's what you choose, you can always hop on a bus, get some homework done. The 2 campuses that are furthest away from each other, I would say, are the Tempe campus and Polytechnic, which is about 45 minutes away, just to scale it down a little bit. What makes ASU most unique, I would say, are these 4 campuses. You can be at a small campus of 5,000 students at West Campus, which has more of like a small liberal arts field, but have the big public backing or the big backing of a large public university. So that includes the faculty, the different research opportunities, facilities, but also the school spirit that comes with being part of a large Pac-12 school. Your campus is selected based off of your major, and majors are placed at campuses based off of access to research or resources or maybe some labs that you might need. When applying, if your program is offered at multiple campus, you do have the option to select your campus. If not, you'll be placed at one specific campus. So for example, our journalism school is based at the downtown Phoenix campus because you're closest to the Phoenix news station. So for that program, you would be based at the downtown Phoenix campus. You would live there, there's freshman residence halls, you would take all your classes there. Any facility you might need for like editing or filming will be at that downtown Phoenix campus. We have 16 different academic colleges, which you'll see listed here, which house over 350 different degree programs spread across our 4 campuses. We have top-ranked programs across multiple disciplines, but I would say our popular programs are in the arts, journalism, business, engineering, and we do have a direct entry nursing program. We are also a WUI school. 99 of our 350 programs are WUI eligible. So if you select one of these programs and you meet the 3.0 GPA requirement, tuition is automatically brought down to 1.5 times in-state tuition. The caveat to this is that none of our WUI programs are at the Tempe campus. That's a popular question. If you're a WUI student, you're either at Polytechnic, downtown, or the West campus. We always say you can take a big school and make it smaller, but you can't take a small school and make it bigger. One way to make the campus a little bit smaller is through Barrett, the Honors College. So I know you've heard about Honors College a few times tonight. ASU's Honors College is Barrett. It's considered the gold standard for honors colleges. This essentially just sits on top of whatever degree program you're choosing to study at any campus. It is definitely more competitive than the general ASU admission. They do have a separate application and they do use the holistic review process. First you'd apply to ASU and then you would submit a separate application to the Honors College. If an honors college isn't your thing, there are a ton of other ways to get involved to find that niche group of students that you're looking for. You're housed by majors, so you'll find a more like-minded community in your residential colleges. We have over 1,000 clubs and organizations that truly span the gamut from like a taco eating club to a Quidditch club. We have identity coalitions, intramural sports, Division I sports if you're interested in that. We have Greek life at our Tempe campus, but all students are welcome to attend regardless of which campus you are living at. There's truly a little bit of something for everybody. And if there's something you don't find, you can definitely start it yourself. So how do you become a Sun Devil? By applying. So just like at U of A, we are on the Coalition app, the Common app, and we have our own ASU application. Similar again to the other Arizona schools, test scores are not required for admission or for merit purposes. And as I said, no essays or letters of recommendation. So the hardest part is truly self-reporting your grades if you choose that path. But if not, you can also submit a transcript. We have started to admit students for fall 2021, so it's not too early to apply if you are a senior. I know you've seen these a few times as well. All of the public Arizona state schools use those same Arizona Board of Regents competency requirements for classes. So again, similar to A through G, a little bit different. In addition to these, we just look at either a GPA or a test score if you have it. And then your GPA and your test score would depend on which program you're looking to study. So in general, it's just a 3.0 core GPA for these classes. Some of our other programs might have additional requirements. We also have automatic merit scholarships for any admitted students. These are renewable for 4 years and currently are between $7,000 and $15,000. We haven't posted values for 2021 just yet, but these should post within the next month or so. In addition to that, we have a scholarship portal for any additional resources or for scholarships that might come through in an academic college or through an alumni or so on and so forth. If any of this piqued your interest, I would definitely direct you to this visit.asu.edu website. We have daily virtual visits, whether it be through admissions or through a specific academic session or through the Honors College. And through this visit website, you can sign up for any of those. And here's my contact information. That's it for us. If you have any questions in the Q&A, please go for it.
Perfect, great, thank you. And we do have a question, so if you actually want to stay on, Jennifer, we can direct the first one to you. And please, questions for any institutions, please feel free to put those in there right now and we'll be happy to get to them. The question is, if you could clarify the Honor College at ASU, can you major in anything and be a part of the Barrett Honor College?
Yes, yeah, so you can be part of any campus and any major and apply to the Honors College. We call it an umbrella school, so it essentially just sits on top of whatever you want to study. First, you select your major, your campus, and then you apply to the Honors College.
Great, thank you very much. We did previously have a question that I'm not sure if all institutions that it applies to are able to answer, but the question was about 4 years, or for schools that require 4 years of mathematics, does algebra in the 8th grade count, or does it need to be 4 years in high school? I know 2 institutions replied, but does that apply to any others? It does not appear it does, so that's just fine. So we'll move on.
Over anyone. For our technical degrees at Embry-Riddle, you just have to make sure that you've taken either pre-calc, calculus, or trigonometry, but other than that, we only require 3 years of math.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just add that for like requirements for NAU, U of A, and ASU, pretty much like general admission classes are all the same. So it's the same.
Excellent. We have a question that's actually directed to two institutions, if U of A or ASU has an abroad program.
So the University of Arizona has study abroad programs that go to over 60 countries. While nobody's studying abroad right now, we're excited to bring those back to give students kind of that cultural global experience. One of the things I really like about our study abroad program is just that there's, again, a huge variety in terms of the length of time and where they go and the majors that are offered in those abroad programs. So our website gives a huge amount of detail, but absolutely, we have study abroad programs.
Yeah, we also have over 100 study abroad programs in over 65 countries. Yes, we are not traveling right now, but we do have some virtual like internships that students are currently doing abroad.
Great, and the question was certainly just directed at two institutions, but I'm not sure if any of the others do as well or have something they'd like to highlight about theirs.
NAU has a great study abroad program. We actually have an option where students can spend a full year abroad. So that means their degree ends up being 5 years, but they really are competitive for jobs or graduate schools. So there's over 70 countries that students can study at Northern Arizona.
Great, thank you. Does appear, last call for any questions. If you have them, certainly feel free to drop them in the Q&A widget. And as we wait to see if there's any final ones that do come in, just a few other notes for you. First of all, thank you for joining us. When this webinar does end, you'll find there's a quick 4-question survey that we would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. As a reminder, this is just one of many sessions being hosted as part of this virtual college fair, so feel free to sign up for additional ones. And on the page where you did originally register for this one, in about a week's time, you'll find the recording of this session and other sessions as well. So certainly feel free to view any of those. Great, it looks like we have covered all the questions. So thank you to all of our presenters, and thank you to the students and counselors as well for joining us. Have a great evening.
Great, thanks so much.